World Health Organization has said there is no need for travel restrictions following a suspected hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship that has left 3 people dead. At least one Australian was on board the ship, but they were not among the reported cases. Infectious diseases expert and, of course, friend of the show, Linny Fuong, joins us in the studio on this. Linny, good morning.
Morning.
So what's happening on this cruise ship at the moment?
Yeah, so as you said, there's been some suspected cases of hantavirus. At the moment, what we know is there are 3 people dead, so 3 Dutch nationals and 1 British national has been transferred to an intensive care unit in South Africa. This is the one confirmed case. There are also 2 crew members who are apparently quite unwell. And we know that this is a ship that has the capacity for 170 passengers, about 57 crew members, so really just waiting to find out if there's any other infected cases.
So what exactly is hantavirus?
Yeah, so hantavirus is a virus that's carried by rodents. We know that humans can get infected by breathing in particles of the infected rodent, so urine, saliva or droppings. And we know that human-to-human transmission is quite rare, but it has been reported in the literature. The reason why we worry about hantavirus is that, firstly, we know that it can cause 2 severe clinical syndromes, something called hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, which affects the lungs, and then hantavirus, a hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome, which causes kidney disease. Both are associated with mortality, up to 38% with the respiratory type and up to 15% with the kidney type. So people are obviously worried. It is, it's not a new virus. It's been around for decades. We know that globally there's been roughly 150,000 to 200,000 cases per year. These generally occur in the United States, Asia and Europe. And I guess, this is a concerning situation because people are on a cruise ship and obviously WHO are working with the local authorities to figure out how to safely evacuate people.
So just to put this in context for us, I think people might see the news and they see, goodness me, a rat-borne virus. That's the last thing the world needs right at this very moment. But this is not a new virus. Should Australians really then be worried about this?
Yeah, I mean, in Australia, we don't need to be worried locally. There have never been any hantavirus cases in Australia, and rodents in Australia are not known to carry the virus. I think the time to be worried about is when people are travelling overseas and really in countries where there is the hantavirus known to be around, being really careful with hand hygiene and obviously being really careful about not being around infected rodents and droppings and making sure that they present to hospital if they have symptoms.
Okay, Linny, thank you very much for coming on. Appreciate it.